Hi everybody and happy Thanksgiving. Today we're going to see how I draw Disney's Pocahontas. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. There will even be one for color. So for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. So I'm going to try to do this, and I say try, I'm going to try to do this more, human realistic than Disney style. But yeah, my human realistic isn't really that realistic anyway. So, don't expect too much. And I know the other thing is Pocahontas isn't exactly Thanksgiving. I know. I was just trying to come up with something Thanksgiving based, something that makes me think of the kindness and the caring and what Thanksgiving is all about. And not Thanksgiving. Old Pocahontas saved what's his name? John Smith from his, big dum-dum ways. And, that's good enough for me. It doesn't have to be, it's a Thanksgiving-based movie. I was just trying to do something fun that's not Star Wars, you know what I mean? Or Fortnite, so I was trying to come up with something a little more themed. Okay, so let me just get a few little notes here. And we're going to be practicing feet today because she's going to be barefoot. So we'll see if even I can do it, Okay, so that's not too bad. So let me just solidify a few things here. Though the body came out, not too bad. Legs are a little long, but that's okay. This is how I draw. That's what I'm always going to say every time I don't like it. It's like, well, every time I got to cheat, like, well, this is how I draw. So I'm going to get away with it like that. So, yeah. Too bad, Walt. I'm doing it how I want. Okay. And let's see, what can I do with her hands? Let's just have them hanging down, or at least this one. And then the other one we'll do something special with. We'll try to think of something fun. Let's see, this one's going to come down here. Just going to hang down like this. It's not too bad. A little long, so let me straighten that out. Okay. How's everybody's Thanksgiving going? Or you know what? Who knows? I don't know when you're watching this. It could be Christmas for all I know. So how's your day going? I'll just say that. That way I'm just generalizing. I'm not assuming you're watching this. Hopefully you're not watching this on Thanksgiving. Hopefully you're enjoying time with the family. Or whoever you want to spend special time with. It doesn't have to be family. It could be your friends. So anyway, I hope yours is you're having a good day. I'm having an awesome one. I mean, I'm not drawing today. Obviously I recorded this earlier, and it's posted now, so you can see it. But yeah, I'm having a great day. Okay, so let's see. With this hand, let's stick it out. Let me draw some details here for her sleeve real fast. So it's funny, I say let's draw the arm, so I start working on details for the dress. Okay. Alright, anyway, back to the arm. Let's take this arm out. Put the elbow right about there. Stick this hand up. Right? Some kind of some kind of what's the song? The Willow of the Wind. Have you ever seen Colors of the Wind? Colors of the Wind. I had to think of the song. So here we go. We're gonna have her hand, kind of doing some just kind of something pretty, you know. Just kind of commanding the winds, because you know how her hair always flowed, and you know, the little was a hummingbird and was always around her and whatnot, you know. And I mean, everything she did, you know, was all color of the wind. You know what I mean? So that's what I was trying to go for with her hand there. Very, very color of the wind. That's what we're going to call that technique now from now on. Anytime I draw that, it's my color of the wind. Okay, I'm happy with that. This is looking real good. So let me try to figure out a face real fast. I'm going to try to draw the actress, like the girl who did the voice. Oh, I can't remember her name right now. What was her name? Oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna try to draw kind of like her, you know. Try to give her some Native American features. I don't really know what that means or what those are, but I just want it to look like her, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Not so much Disney. Let's see. Yeah, because Disney had a very like roundish mouth. I'm gonna try to wrangle that in, or like the top lip was like very up, you know. So I'm gonna try to wrangle that in a little bit and try to go more for the what's her name? The actress. Okay, let's see. And now that I did that, let me try to give her some kind of Pocahontas hair. And what I mean by that, you know what I mean by that. We're gonna go all kinds of crazy. It's gonna come out here. No, I'm just kidding. But that's what they did. You know, they gave her this crazy whippy hair, is what I like to call it. So let's see, what can we do? You know, some kind of crazy. Let me try to see. Let me look at a Disney picture real fast. See what they did for their hair. See how crazy they got. Yeah, see, they got super crazy. Something like this. You know what I mean? Something super Disney. Maybe that top one's a bit much. So let me erase that, and then we'll just do that bottom one. Something like that. Okay, I think I'm happy. I think I'm ready with this. I'm ready to go to Sharpie if you are. Let me just erase some of these lines just so it's not so thick. I just need the light lines just so it doesn't stand out whenever I do the Sharpie. So I'm going to erase some of these, but I'm going to leave a ghost of an image so I can, I can see what it is I drew and what I wanted to do. Do you know? Okay, that looks good to me. I say we get started. I'm going to welcome all the skippers, the people that skipped to this portion of the section. Okay, here we go. There we go. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the Sharpie pen's a little finer than the fine point, and I can control line widths much better. So I'm going to start off with drawing the features of the face, which I've already sketched out the entire thing, and I've already talked about how it's going to be more of my style than Disney, but a little mix of both. So I'm just going to go with there and see where it takes us, okay? So I'm going to draw the eyes first, and I'm going to draw the eyelids just to see if I've got them, you know, at the right angle. That's going to make me happy. So I'm going to draw like this first, and draw this one over here too. And that's not bad. This one's a little round. So I'm going to try to fix it a little bit. I'm going to come in and I'm going to draw the iris, right? That's the color part. And then draw a little bit of a pupil. But I can't draw any of the eye underneath because these Sharpies will bleed too much. So I'm just going to try to play around with it like that. Just kind of imply lines. Like I don't want to go all the way underneath the iris or it's going to bleed. Definitely. So I'm just going to kind of point those eyes out a little bit like that, just to try to give it a little bit of definition, but not keep drawing and pressing because it's going to bleed, you know? So I think that's good there. I can work with that and build off of this. So I'm going to give her some eyebrows. Oops, I should have faded it off a little bit more over here. And then do this one over here like that. Like that. That's what I wanted to do. A little more faded, you know? For the nose, I'm just going to draw a little bit of the bridge, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to draw like this for the nose, because again, I can't do too much or it's going to start to bleed. And plus, once I start adding all these lines in here, it gets all jumbled, and color will take care of a lot of that to help us know where everything is. Okay, so that's pretty good for me. So I'm going to draw her mouth. Let's see. Like this, and then I can draw a top lip and a bottom lip, and I guess I got kind of this side out just a little bit more, so I'll do that one like that. That way it'll kind of even them out, you know what I mean? So I'm going to draw her chin like this, and then build up to her cheeks. So I got to draw her jawline. We'll go ahead and do this one too. That was a little bit higher than I wanted, so I'll see if I can thicken that up. And I was going to thicken these up anyway. Oof, that's getting real thick, because once I switch over to the other Sharpie, it's going to really stand out of the thick versus thin. So I'm going to try to match it a little bit more for what's about to happen. Okay, I'm going to draw the ears like this, just a little bit of an ear like that. And then on this side, I'm going to come up here, draw this ear, but I'm going to cover it with the hair like that, so I don't have to worry too much about the detail over here. Okay, so I'm going to try to thicken this up a little bit too, just to kind of match what I did over there, just because it came out too thick. That was an accident. It shouldn't have been like that. So I'm going to give her a little bit of a nice Native American cheekbone, looking nice and pretty. And so I think that's enough for the tiny Sharpie. I think I can switch over to the big Sharpie now. Oops, I didn't make my favorite noise. Hang on, let me see if I can do it. Oh, I must have broke it. Yeah. Ah, look, it's right there. I broke it. I can't make that noise anymore. Okay. Oh, well. One of these days. I did it anyway. All right. So I'm switching over to the big Sharpie now, and you'll see how thick it is and why, you know, there's some of this, only certain thickness I can get with this. So I'm going to draw the hair like this. I'm going to draw this edge over here to that, where it was going to cover over like I was talking about. And I'm going to draw her hairline to the top of her hair and bring it over to where I'm going to cover her let's see, let's go ahead and draw her neck like that. And I'm going to go ahead and draw the necklace. I probably should have done this with the tiny Sharpie, but I've done it. What's done is done. I'm just going to keep going. And that'll give me start-stop lines, basically what I was trying to say. It gives me guides of where to start, where to stop, and some free space, so to speak. Okay, so that's her hair like that. I got it kind of whipping over. Let's do this side of her neck over here too. Nice long thin neck. And let's draw, I've got kind of her hair. Her hair should have been like this, like a little bit like that, you know, going over here. Something like that. And we'll do we'll do like that. Color is going to take care of that, so we're not really going to draw all these lines. We'll leave that Disney style, where color takes care of a lot of what we're going to do. So yeah, something like that. And we're going to do a total Disney style. Something like that. Okay? Super crazy color of the wind is what I was calling it when I was sketching it out. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to work on her shoulders, and I've got her just in a standing pose, and this arm is going to be out. So I'm going to go ahead and draw her shoulder to her bicep, to the crook of her arm, and then I'm going to come up here. I'm following my sketch, so I'm not just picking a spot. I'm going to draw from her wrist to her forearm and connect it like that. And I'll go ahead and draw their hand. I'll just go ahead and put it in. So I've got her thumb just like this, and her hands just she's just doing one of these, you know, kind of color of the wind hand is what I keep calling it, where she's just, you know, just standing there, appreciating nature and the color of her wind. Okay, and so the pinky's back behind like that, so you can't see it as much. So now I'm just going to draw the other part of her hand. I'll come and add some detail in there in a second. So I'm going to draw the bottom part of her arm, to where her breast is. And so before I go further there, I'm just going to add some tiny little details, just a few little hand lines, you know, something like that, just to give it a little bit of detail, not much. Same thing, just a little bit of a crease line, just because it's skin, it's not material. Now, you know I love to do my my folds and creases, but I can't if there's no material. Okay, so let's draw her dress. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I'm going to draw the dress over her breasts like this, come down over like that, then it's going to go up to her shoulder. And so now that I've got that edge, I can draw this edge like that, her little collarbone there. And so I'll go ahead and draw her chest over her arm like that a little bit, because that's where it would be coming out. We'll just do something like this. And so here, I think what I'm going to do, I think for the fringe stuff, I think I'm going to do that with a tiny Sharpie. You know, we'll go ahead and just do a few lines just to accent I guess it's like, I keep wanting to call it fringe. I don't know what it is really, but I kind of want to do it to accent the thick versus thin lines, just to stand out, you know, something like this. Okay, so something like that. And like I said, I don't want to do I mean, I do want to do all these, but I'm not going to, you know, just because I wanted that. I just wanted that contrast, you know, versus the thick Sharpie we're doing for the rest of it. All right, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to draw her arm, because it's over the dress right here, so I want that to be on top of everything. So I'm going to draw her shoulder to her bicep, to her where her elbow is on the other side of her arm. So that means I'm going to draw the forearm to the wrist. We'll do this side too since we're here. Forearm to the wrist. And this hand is just hanging down. Nothing special. Just enjoying the colors of her wind. That's going to be my new running joke. I'm just going to keep saying it over and over again. You know what? Just enjoy the colors of your wind. And there, like that. Just going to have the hand hanging down. A little big, but you know what? We're working with Sharpies, so we kind of have to go with what we got. Okay. All right. How's yours looking? I like mine. Mine's coming out awesome. A little too much in the hand lines there, so maybe you don't want to do all of those. It's looking like an old lady hand is what that looks like. It's all wrinkled, you know. But that's okay. I can take the criticism. I don't mind. All right, so let's draw her dress. And so I'm going to draw her rib cage down to her waist. And she's got the little tie, I guess, whatever this little rope is that's hanging on to her dress. And I'll just draw a bump like that for it, and then we'll come back and do that in a second. So I'm going to draw her hips to the edge of the dress. Same thing, but like I told you, this gets covered up by the arm, so it disappears like that. So we're not going to draw the entire thing. So I'm going to draw her, I guess, rope. I don't know what's holding her dress together like that. So here I'm going to do the fringe like we did up there. We're gonna accent it with the small Sharpie. There we go, something like that. And then I'm going to draw the top of it like I did up there. Something like that. And we'll draw, there's a few lines. I mean, it's not just, you know, flawless material. So we'll just draw a little something. Okay, and so now we're just going to draw her legs, and it's pretty much just anatomy is all it really is. We'll try to be a little more careful than that hand. That hand got a little crazy there. So I'm going to draw her leg to her knee, to the front of her shin, to her ankle. So I'm going to draw the back of her leg like this to the ankle. I'm going to come down like this. I'm going to draw her heel to her toe, like that. And it's going to get a little tricky because there's only so much we can draw here. And again, these Sharpies, they start to bleed into each other. Whoa! Almost had a big accident there. These Sharpies bleed into each other, so there's only so much I can do here too, you know? So let's go ahead and just draw a little bit of a shin bone there. We'll draw her, like I said, we'll try not to go too crazy like we did there, but we'll draw a few little lines for the foot. You know, like I said, I wish I could draw more, but unfortunately this started bleeding into itself, so we're just going to have to leave it with that. Okay, so let's draw this other one over here. Here it is. So same thing, her leg to her knee, to her ankle like that. Okay, to her heel. This foot is more pointing straight at you, so you're seeing a different angle. Okay, so I'm going to draw the front toe like this. And so see what I mean? That it starts to bleed to itself, so I can only do so much. And I don't want to lose it, which like we did over there. But I mean, we kind of did there too, but you know, that's as much as you can do with the big fat Sharpie, you know? Okay. Okay, let's leave it at that because I don't want to lose it. You know, we did pretty good there. So we'll just give her a knee like that, and then we'll take care of the rest with color. And that is Pocahontas. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used. Or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.